Welcome to POK Experience. Today we'll be doing something fun. I actually observed that there are a lot of proverbs, a lot of quotes that we have been using in the wrong way. Seriously, a lot of quotes we've been using in the wrong way. And this episode is dedicated to the ones I know we are using the wrong way. I know. There may be a lot I am not going to cover, so I will expect you to put it in the comments if I miss any. The first one, a jack of all trade is a master of none. Wrong. That's a wrong quote. The full quote, the actual quote is a jack of all trade is a master of none, oftentimes better than the master of one. You get it now? A jack of all trade is a master of none. Yes. It now continues and says oftentimes better than the master of one. So we are using this quote in the wrong way. Many people always use it to castigate people that are learning this one and putting it down. You learn this one and put it down. You not finish something. They also use it to criticize versatile people. But this quote is actually meant to compliment versatile people. Can you imagine? A quote that is actually meant to compliment versatile people is now being used to castigate them. So the quote is actually meant to appreciate versatile people, to praise versatile people, adaptability, people that can adapt and learn a whole lot of things. So the quote is not jack of all trade, master of none. That's not the quote. The quote is jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes you are better than the master of one. The quote is castigating a rigid specification, something like that. People that are rigid with just one thing. Yeah, this is the only thing I know. It's appreciating versatile people and it's encouraging people to be versatile, learn a whole lot of things. The quote is actually praising that jack of all trades. That's what that quote is. It's actually praising. It's not the other way around. There's a friend that does not know this. Click on the share button, share it with them. Number 2, blood is thicker than water. Wrong again. Wrong. The full quote is the blood of covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. And again, what we always try to use this to do is to actually tell people, to manipulate people and tell them that family will always come first. Blood is thicker than water. Family come first. Yeah, that's my elder brother, that's my sister. But what the quote is, the true quote, the full quote, the blood of covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. What it's saying is the bond that you choose yourself, the one you choose to build, comradeship, friendship, mentorship, the bond you choose, you get the bond that you choose yourself, that you choose to build yourself, they are oftentimes thicker and stronger than the one that family will give to you, which is basically because of the womb. You have a relationship with your siblings because you came from the same womb, so that is it. That's basically what it is. But the quote is saying the bonds that we build ourselves, the one that we choose ourselves, the one that genetics and family did not give to us, they are oftentimes thicker and stronger than that of family. And that is why the full quote is the blood of covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. It is not blood is thicker than water. It is not even saying family is stronger than friends. It is the other way around. Learn this today. Don't let another person misuse this quote. So click on the share button and share it with them. Number 3, curiosity killed the cat. Wrong again. The full quote is curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. People often use this quote to criticize people that are nosy or people that don't mind their business. Now that's why he died. That's why that thing happened to him. Curiosity killed the cat. The quote again is actually encouraging curiosity. I don't know why we always cut the quote in half and start using it for whatever we want to use it for. The quote is actually saying that yes, curiosity can get you into trouble, into problem, but oftentimes the results that you will find, the answers you will find, will often be worth the risk. You always be satisfied. You always get your closure that you're looking for. So the wrong quote, curiosity killed the cat. The right quote, curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. Number 4, great minds think alike. Wrong. The full quote is great minds think alike, but fools seldom differ. Great minds think alike, and fools seldom differ. Now, people often use this quote to praise great minds and say, oh, great minds think alike. I love the way you think. See how we are aligned on this thought. Look at this idea. I shared with my friend, and immediately he caught up with the idea, and boom, boom, boom. Yes. I think he caught up with it because, great mind thinks alike, right? The quote is actually saying the other way around. Yes, the quote said, why great minds think alike? Why the idea you are thinking about might be good because both of you agree on it. There's a other part which means that the idea might actually not be good. It might just be that both of you are just fools, or both of you are just two idiots that don't disagree with each other. That's actually what the quote is saying. That why great minds think alike? We're quite alright. But the great mind might be thinking alike, not because the idea is brilliant, but because they are just two fools that don't disagree with each other, because fools seldom differ. They just take everything they are told. So the right quote today. Number 5, Rome wasn't built in a day. Rome wasn't built in a day, but they were laying bricks every hour. That is the full quote. So the quote is not meant to actually help you to excuse yourself and say, oh, I've worked a lot today. Let me go and take a rest. Rome is actually not built in a day. I know you've often said this a lot of time. Rome is not built in a day, showing that, okay, we need to be patient. This greatness takes a lot of time for me to build a lot of. But the full quote is saying otherwise. Rome is not built in a day. Yes, Rome wasn't built in a day, but they were laying bricks every hour. So the quote is actually trying to encourage consistency. That is the aim of the quote. The quote is not meant to be used as an excuse to when you want to stop work. No, the quote is actually encouraging daily effort, and consistency. That's what the quote is actually encouraging. The quote is not encouraging laziness or for you to stop work or excuses. No, Rome wasn't built in a day. Quite alright. But that's not the full quote. The full quote is Rome wasn't built in a day, but they were laying bricks every hour. Number 6, practice make perfect. Wrong. That's not the full quote. The actual quote is perfect practice makes perfect. Perfect practice make perfect. So the actual meaning of the quote is, if you practice something perfectly, yes, for a long time, say 10,000 hours, you become perfect at it. But it's not just about you practicing that thing. It's not practice make perfect. That if you just go out there and practice every day, you will be perfect at it. No, it is perfect practice make perfect. Yes, it is not just about the volume of practice. It's about the quality of practice as well. Birds of a feather flock together. Wrong. That's not the real quote. The real quote is birds of a feather flock together until the cat comes. That is the full quote. So you'll be using this quote the wrong way. Birds of a feather flock together. Birds of a feather flock together. Trying to say, oh, this people with the same habit or characteristic, they flock together. Show me your friend kind of thing, and I'll tell you who you are kind of thing. That's not it. The quote, the actual quote, is actually trying to say that your friend Fake friends, because they will look like you, right? Fake friends will stay around you, which is birds of a feather will flock around. They will stay around you. But when trouble comes, they will run away. They will run away. So the quote is actually about fair weather friends, not a friendship that does not carry any weight. That's actually what the quote is trying to say. That birds of a feather, they flock together until the cat comes. You know the full quote today. I hope you don't use it in the opposite direction anymore. Charity begins at home. Yes, wrong quote again. Charity begins at home, quite alright. But the actual quote is charity begins at home, but should not end there. That's the completion. But should not end there. So they are saying that yes, charity should begin at home, but it is actually meant to teach people to be kind to outsider, because naturally people will be kind to their family and all of these things. So the quote is actually meant to push people outside to show kindness to strangers, to show kindness to people that are not in their family, because naturally then people always care for people in their family alone. Charity begins at home, but should not end there. Now you know the full quote. Experience is the best teacher. Wrong. That's another wrong quote that people always say. The full quote is experience is the best teacher, but fools learn by no other. The quote is actually trying to say that experience is the best teacher, but you see fools, they will not learn from other people's experience. Fools like to use themselves as guinea pig. They always like to learn everything by themselves instead of just learning from another person's experience by reading books. You read books. Books are people's experience. You read it, you learn from their mistakes so that you don't do that mistake again. So the full quote is experience is the best teacher, but fools learn by no other. So learn the full quote today. Don't use it the wrong way. These are few quotes I think you might be using the wrong way. This episode is very short. I just thought about this and I saw some people using, especially that jack of all trades. I've corrected many people about it before. I just had to do a deep dive and I saw that there are quite a few that we use the wrong way. Do me a favor. Do you know anybody that have used any of these quotes in the wrong way? Click on the share button and share with them. And lastly, if you know anyone that people are using the wrong way again, please put the wrong one and also the right one in the comments. I'll see you in the next episode.